Hello everyone, my name is Ivan Gris, and in this tutorial we're going to cover the jump event. So let's head into Unity as usual, and as always I'm using the Interaction Manager example scene, and this scene is already configured. For more information on how to configure your own scenes, check the link tutorial below. And as usual I'm going to go ahead and go to my timeline. Now, as I said, we're going to be covering the jump event. Now, what is the jump event? The jump event, it's not literally having your character jumping or moving around. It's meant to move you across events from your sequence. So to make that more clear, let me show you. First, I'm going to make sure that my event ID starts at 0, because I don't have events on my timeline and they are indexed in order. So I'm going to add a dialog. Then I'm going to add a jump event. And then I am going to add 2 dialogues here. You can see how the event ID changed. So I have my event 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, for the first dialog, I'm going to do whatever I do on every dialog. Just put one that I already know I have. It's case sensitive, so there we go. This is my audio file, so it's going to play that dialog. And then jump, what jump is going to let me do is, this timelines originally go sequentially, but maybe I want to skip this one for some reason. So let's I'm going to type here in error. So if I happen to touch this dialog, it's not going to continue because I do not have an audio file name called error. So this would crash or at least stop our system. So when I reach this jump, I want to go over it. Now, where should I jump? Well, it has a variable called jump ID, and you can see here what it is on the tooltip, but basically it's the event ID that you want to move to after reaching this event. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. I effectively want to jump to the third event. So if I play it, it's going to play this dialog, then get here, and then jump all the way over here. Now, a couple of things. First, to make it a bit more obvious that we are jumping from dialogues, I'm going to remove this event. And instead of a dialog at the end, I'm going to add an animation instead. Now, remember that I need to change the event ID because every time I add an event, this automatically updates. There we go, it's 4. So these still have to be sequential, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And in this animation, I'm just going to do a yelling animation. Now, the jump tag is very seldom used. Most events that have a check, like an emotion check, a personality check, a response check, meaning you said yes, you jump here, you said no, you jump here. Most of them have it integrated. But this can help you create some very interesting effects. For example, you can create dialogue loops where you keep going and then you jump backwards, and then you keep going and then you jump backwards until something happens to get you out of those loops. Or you can create other more sophisticated event timelines, and we're going to cover some of those in later tutorials. But for now, let's just play it and try it out.
Let me guess. You're here on behalf of the council.
Now, let's use this moment to fix something, or at least acknowledge something. So even though the dialogue goes first, it seems that the animation played first. This is not necessarily true. First thing I want to show you is that if I go to my dialogues, the first dialogue actually has a long pause right here. So the dialogue starts playing, but by the time you hear the audio, you already reached the animation. Second thing you want to notice is that these things are done sequentially, and it can go pretty quickly, right? As soon as the dialogue starts, you jump, and the animation starts as well. If you wanted to have this animation start at the end of the dialogue, you would have to, it's a perfect opportunity to use this delay tag right here, which basically I'm going to say, you know what, wait for 5 seconds and then play the animation. So let's try it now. So there's the slight audio silence.
Let me guess. You're here on behalf of the council.
And then the animation 5 seconds later. Alright, so that's basically it for jump tags.